Can I just say one thing firstly? I love the name Eat Sleep Boxing Repeat.
Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. It's me, Niall, and I'm delighted as always to be joined by Owen. And we're here in final prediction mode for this weekend's intriguing all-British domestic clash between Aqib Fiaz and Alex Murphy at the AO Arena in Manchester, across the undercard of the huge Jack Catterall Harlem Eubank clash at £140. But this one at 135, of course, last minute replacement job. Michael Gomez Jr., the original opponent, forced to pull out due to injury. So we're getting Fiaz Murphy instead. Owen, let's jump straight in. I hope you're well as always. What is your final prediction for this one? Aqib Fiaz against Alex Murphy this Saturday.
Nice one for having me on as always. Tough one to call, really. I don't think many people will have seen much of either. I'm going to go Murphy on points. It's a difficult one. I think Aqib Fiaz has stepped up once so far during his career, and obviously retired against Reece Bellotti, and that's all we've seen him in terms of, and against open opposition. Alex Murphy, no shame in the Khalil Majid loss. A really good fight, one of the better fights of the night. Up in Manchester again, and I thought Murphy boxed really well. I thought it was close. Some rounds could have gone either way, and he's done his stock very good. So I think Alex Murphy gets it done on points. I think he'll be the neater, tidier boxer. I don't think Fiaz has got the power to stop him. So I think, I'll be backing Murphy on points.
Yeah, interesting one. I think the safe bet, I'm going to go to points win, and I think the safe bet would be a points win for either man in this one. Big lack of power from both men, but yeah, it's a good point to make about, Fiaz stepping up to the Bellotti fight, getting beat, but Murphy did acquit himself very well at the level that, when he was beaten, he did acquit himself very highly there. So I'm going to go with Murphy as well, to be honest with you. I think, as I said, not powerful punchers, either of them, but I think Murphy being the bigger man as well, the naturally bigger man could have a big part to play here in this one. So I think he might kind of outmuscle him a bit, use his size, his natural size advantages over Fiaz to kind of eke out a points win. But I do think it'll be very close. I think it'll be a very close competitive fight. I think it'll be a good fight, to be honest with you. I am looking forward to this one. So we're both going for Murphy points. Just kind of before we wrap up, as I mentioned at the start of the video there, it was of course meant to be Michael Gomez Jr. taking this fight with Aqib Fiaz. You have picked Murphy to win this, as I have, but like, is this a tougher fight overall for Fiaz? Would you have expected him to get past Michael Gomez Jr., or would Gomez have got the better of him, in your opinion?
Gomez Jr. is a strange one. He's only got the 2 losses on his record to, again, as you said, Reece Bellotti made him retire. I think Gomez Jr. has probably been in with better opposition. Levi Giles is better than anything Aqib Fiaz has been in with. Obviously, bar Reece Bellotti. I'm not a massive fan of Gomez Jr., but I think I probably would have backed him to get it done again, probably on points. No disrespect to Fiaz, but yeah, I just think Murphy is a better boxer. I think Michael Gomez Jr. I think that fight would have been messy. Gomez Jr. isn't the tidiest of boxers, to put it nicely. But unfortunately, I don't know if we'll be seeing Michael Gomez Jr. on another Matchroom card anytime soon. There's a couple of pullouts now. We've seen the controversy with the pushing and shoving previously, so I don't think he's doing himself any favours. But I would have backed him to win it. So strange one, really. He's pulled out again. I know it's said for injury this time, but I don't know if there's anything untoward in there or he genuinely is injured. But yeah, I think, unfortunately for Aqib Fiaz, I think either opponent, I think he was in for a disappointing night.
Yeah, it's Michael Gomez Jr. Massively frustrating fighter, and as you say, that probably is the end of him at Matchroom now, and probably rightly so. He's had no one else to blame but himself. But that's for another video. In terms of the fight against Fiaz, I think you're probably right. I think he might have got it done. The being in at a kind of a bit of a higher level than Fiaz would have told. Would have been the telling point there, in my opinion. So yeah, I think Fiaz has gone from one tough opponent to another, and he said it himself, in a bit of a dig at Michael Gomez that this is a tougher fight. He's in for a tougher fight than he would have been for if Gomez had stayed in there. But yeah, that remains to be seen. We'll find out on Saturday. That was just myself and Owen giving our final predictions for the big domestic clash this Saturday night between Aqib Fiaz and Alex Murphy at the AO Arena, I should say, in Manchester, England. Of course, the undercard of the big Jack Catterall Harlem Eubank fight. Interesting, also Joe Cordina returning on that card. So a lot of British interest on this one. Should be a cracker. Let us know what you think in the comments. Get involved down below. Do you agree with our prediction of Murphy points? Or are you going with a Fiaz win? Yeah, let us know what you think, what you make of this one, and the rest of the fights on the card as well. So yeah, as I said, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're not doing so already at ESBR Boxing. We'd really appreciate it. And Owen, it was a pleasure, and take care.
Cheers as always, mate.